Okay. So there is also future-oriented fear. The fear of what might happen in the future.
A lot of people suffer from that
fear of financial instability.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a very big one. Because everybody is worried about, how am I going to afford this? Will I be able to afford this? Where am I going to be 2 or 3 years down the line? What do I have to do now for me to be financially successful in the next 5 years?
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
There's fear of illness.
Yes.
There's fear of making the wrong choice as well.
And that creates anxiety. You see how all of these things are tied together: fear, anxiety, depression. A lot of the mental disorders, they are tied together. One leads to the other. And I feel like in that case, that type of fear leads to anxiety, because you're just so anxious about the future. What ifs?
Oh my gosh. That's a thing I talk about a lot with the people around me, because what would happen is that they would say, so right now, very anxious. They would be very anxious, very hurried, very. And I would come and ask, "Are you okay? What's going on?" No. Well, I have to do this thing, and if I do it, this might happen, and this might happen, and this. I say, "How you know that might happen?" Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying. I said, "So you're right now."
And most times we have like a negative outcome. We were never thinking of a positive thing happening. It's always a negative thing.
I think so. You're stressed out right now because of something that might never happen.
Exactly.
That is wild to me.
You're just creating that unnecessary pressure on your nervous system.
It doesn't even exist yet. Calm down.
We all do it.
I'm just saying, if it happened, and you're like, "Oh shit, it happened," but like it don't happen yet, and you don't even know if it will.
Right, and we're freaking
out. So calm down. But you're right. We all do it, and I don't think it's bad to do it, because all of these fear.
But it has to be done at like in a controlled way, Cassie. You cannot be waking up every morning and just being like, you're not calm.
But fear, remember we were saying fear has its purpose. What we're doing is we're misusing what the purpose is.
It's right? True. Like in a case like that, Cassie, you cannot just be waking up every morning and fearing what the future will look like. So you have to live in the moment.
For example, this type of fear is supposed to motivate us to prepare for the future. Meaning, when you get your paycheck, go blast it on snacks.
Right. I
you have your little saving, but that's where it stops.
I get that.
We don't realize the fear exists just to get us to prepare, but not to go out of control and to the extreme where you're constantly anticipating that something bad is going to happen. That's the problem. The fear is not a bad thing. It's our misuse
of the fear.
It's just meant to make us prepare. Once you're prepared, let it go.
Prepare and to protect us, like in the moment. So, for instance, I am afraid of dogs. So, obviously, if a dog is chasing after me in that moment, I will be afraid.
Of course.
But once that, as you were saying, giving the example about
once the moment passes.
Once the moment passes, I should return to my normal state.
Regulate your nervous system. Yes.
We need to regulate our nervous system.
You like to say that.
Because when we don't regulate our nervous system, guys, it triggers into so many other things, other physical illnesses. We're always, our bodies are always tense. Our heart is always racing. We have headaches. We're nauseous, and all of these kind of things because we're not regulating our nervous system. So yes, that's why I like to say it, because we have to regulate. And I've been living my life not regulating my nervous system. So that's why right now we have to break it.
Yeah, but guys, remember, what's the theme of 2026?
Overcoming fear.
That's right. So,
and if you want to overcome fear, feel free to book a session with us, and we're going to guide you and provide you with the resources on how to overcome fear.
That's right.